Okay. Let me just make sure we're recording. Alright, let's give it a go. I should have said that I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, because we're going around a bunch of corners, and on your stationary bike you have no corners. Oh, and there's a storm over to our right. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but we'll see. So I'm not sure how it's going to go, because I'm going to go around corners and you're going to go straight, and I'm going to go over bumps and you don't have any bumps. So if it gets if you're going to be able to ride much faster than me, I got the bike set up so I can try and ride just a little bit quicker, but we'll see. Well, I got it in the middle setting, so we'll just see how it goes with this, and then if it works we can play around a bit more, and if it's totally out, it was fun playing around with it. So we're at the bottom of Stromlo at the moment. And we'll ride all the way up. I think it's going up once, I think it's around 150 meters vertical gain. And we have about half an hour of memory card. Oh, a lizard. I'm not sure how you're going to go with downhills. I guess with the you wouldn't have to pedal, or if you pedal you'll go much faster. I'm not quite sure how that will work with your tension on the e-trainer. I should have gone back and had a look at that lizard, but I wasn't quite sure. I think she'll be riding too. Might mess up your rhythm. Anyway, just a test. There's a good chance we'll see some kangaroos. There's always kangaroos here. Not for lyrebirds like are in Narumo. the first sort of half of this is more flat and some downhill. I guess the downhill is where you'll lose there, because just being stationary, you might continue to pedal and it might not give you much, or it doesn't ease off on the resistance. I've been waiting for this storm to come all day. The weather report said it's going to rain today, and it was overcast. It looked like rain this morning, and then the sun came out after lunch or around lunchtime, and I was like, oh. I made a cake for Kyne's 18th birthday, which is tomorrow. And the sun was still out, and I was like, oh, I looked outside, like, oh, it's not too bad. We'll go. I get here, and then just up north a little bit, looks like there's a storm. I'm not sure if you can see there, but there's a sort of downhill section here, not very steep, but and then after this it's more or less all up. So we're going great. Yeah. Did you make it? Looks like it might have rained here already. All the ground is all is fresh tracks, so it must have rained last night or this morning. So the kind of uphill starts from here, the proper uphill, and then if you can see, we go up over there. And cut the corner a little bit. Hopefully the camera angle isn't too bad. I normally have some body armor on when I drive with the camera, so it changes the way it sits. But I figured since I was going to ride up a hill, I didn't want it on. I don't really normally ride this quick. I just normally cruise around, not doing much. And I'm just riding in back trails, but I'm sort of thinking I want to try and catch up or keep up with you. I guess this slow tech stuff, when we get up a bit higher, you'll still pedal your normal speed, and they'll be like down a bunch of gears, and I don't think we put enough tension on the trainer, but we'll see. If this kind of works, but doesn't, we can go for a ride on the road somewhere. That'll work, because I'll be able to sort of, there's no corners or rough trail, so I'll just be always going a steady speed. So we'll go up pretty far. I guess if I'm back here, the hill really starts. I'm curious to see if there's going to be a map put up when you put the GPX file on, if there's going to be a map. I'll put a map on the video for my GPX, or from the same file, but if it comes up on your trainer, and that way you could kind of stay a little bit closer to, or closer I guess. If you get too fast, you have to slow down. You have to go left here. Otherwise, I can never ride up the next section. If you go right, there's a bit of a step up, and I can never do that. So. Oh, you might be able to see straight ahead. That's where the observatory is. That's where I thought you were going to start your other ride. From Stromlo to and little lizard there, a little bear dragon. the last trail up to the top. Heartbreaker. But let's hope it doesn't break my heart or yours. Not sure how we're going for time, I'll have to look. Put a foot down. Oops. Can you hear that? Thunder. I hope I don't get wet. It's the worst thing about being in the apartment. I didn't have anywhere to wash my bike. So if it rains and my bike gets dirty, it's kind of annoying. Or I guess it will be. I haven't had to wash it yet, but it's getting pretty dirty. You have to let me know how the camera or the audio is, if you can hear it, or if you just see me puffing away. I think the riding down won't be all that good, because there's no point you being on your trainer when you're riding downhill. So once we get to the top, I'll stop it, I think. Let me just see how it works. I have to go right here. I can't ride up that section. Not sure what kind of view we're going to get from the top now with these storm clouds. And here we are. And no one's out. So, we made it to the top of Stromlo. Let me just go in here and give you a look at the view. The storm's, I think, over north, so we probably are okay here if it stays up there. But not much of a view over this side. You can only see west and north. Anyway, I hope it worked, and let me know how it went, and I'll chat to you later.